Hey Justin, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Justin, first of all, as Dom says in the movie, the world has a way of changing and we change too. And I was wondering, for you, what's been the biggest but most necessary change about the Fast saga?
Well, I think the one thing that we committed to when we first kind of started back even in Tokyo Drift was
Hmm.
that, it was a very different franchise then, and and
Right.
and, and we felt like, let's really kind of always lean on our characters. They're gonna keep growing. Let's acknowledge their growth, their evolution. And since then, they've gone together. They've had kids. They started families,
Hmm.
all those things. I feel like it was a very concerted effort to always make sure that every time we get to make one of these, let's not be static and do the same thing over and over again.
And it works. I mean, look how many fans you have.
Yeah, no, I look, and we're very grateful. I mean, I gotta say, I think where we started from, and the fact that when something wasn't quite right, with
Mhm.
like Han, the fans they voiced it, and I
Right.
give them 100% credit for really for justice for Han, and something that I felt I was away, and when I found out, it really didn't make sense to me either. So I feel fortunate to be able to be back and to be able to hopefully course correct and do justice for Han.
Mhm. Right. And there's a beautiful line in the movie, from Dom. He says, this is the place I've learned everything about life. And I was wondering if you remember a moment or a place you learned, something very important about storytelling and filmmaking.
Wow. Um, it's interesting. I think I was a kid, working at my parents' fish and chips restaurant,
Mhm.
and a lot of times they're very different customers, and you get to know the customer when they come in, and there was this a lot of times these mechanics come in, and you could tell that they've worked hard all week and they just want to have a good meal, and
Yeah.
and a lot of times when we make these movies, I think of those customers, that when I was a kid growing up taking orders, and I hope that these are movies, for when they get the chance to give me 2 hours of lives, hopefully they get to escape and enjoy.
Absolutely, and they will.
Thank you.
And Justin, finally, um, when Mia gets introduced in the movie, of course, Dom isn't that impressed because, of course, he tells her you're risking everything, and she goes like, "Well, sometimes you have to risk everything." And I was wondering, what's been, one of the biggest risks you took, when it comes down to filmmaking, a big risk, but one that felt necessary to you.
Personally,
Yeah.
oh yeah, oh well, I mean, it was my first film by far. It was
Right.
I came up, I didn't know anybody, and I felt like I was ready, but no one was gonna give me a chance. So, I called my friends. They all quit their jobs. I took 10 credit cards, and we made this film,
Mm.
and it got into
Yeah.
Sundance, and it changed my life. And I feel like if I was gonna wait for someone to give me a chance, I wouldn't be here today. And to be able to have that opportunity and to be able to kind of do something. And even to be honest, if it failed, I think I would have been fine because I felt like I was able to do it on my terms.
Mhm.
And I would have been perfectly happy. But look, everything that's happened because of that
Right.
choice.
Amazing, Justin. Seriously, thank you so much for sharing that story and for your time today. And all the best for your movie. And see you soon.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, Justin. Bye.
Bye.